All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, man, we back. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Make sure you probably appreciate you guys for sharing the video. Now I say this one for hold on. I say this one for last. Make sure we get right. Say this one for last, man. Oh, come on, man, come on. So at the end of the day, I'm having green screen issues, which I don't know why we have green screen issues. Okay, there we go. All right, man. There we go. We got a few technical issues. First video today, though. Daz has accused Jada Pinkett of some, let's say, some R. Kelly type accusations. All right, some Elvis Presley type of accusations. Now we had a situation where she had an entanglement with Alex Alsina, but people who already knew, Will and Jada knew they had a different type of relationship, which, you know, now it's pretty much I won't say it's popular now, but it's starting to trend now as far as the relationship now, the poly. It's starting to trend in America now. It's starting to become popular, even though, you know, back in Africa and other different countries in Africa, the thing was, you know, multiple people men have multiple wives, okay? And some women just can't fathom that. I mean, you see it, you know, over there in the Middle East, some of them got multiple wives and they make their women cover up. And you hear black women saying, well, I wouldn't have did that. I wouldn't have did that, you know, but you handle the choice. Either you close or you get with the program, or, you know what happens. All right. If you don't know, well, it's just on you. But now Dad says Jada Pinkett had an entanglement with Kriss Kelly when he was underage. Now, if you don't know who Kriss Kelly is, the reason I didn't put him in the thumbnail is because he has passed away. Okay, he passed away a couple years ago, and it was said that Kross, you know, kind of, you know, got messed with. I just say messed with. They got messed with when they was younger. So he died in 2013 in Atlanta, Georgia, and they said that, you know, basically, you know, they had some issues. They, you know, you can look at the story up. You know, they had some issues, right? And you know, if you don't know, Kriss Kross, they just saw jump. You know, they made everything is all right. Off warming up, Kriss. I'm about to. My favorite Kriss Kross song was Tonight's the Night. You know, that's my favorite song. This is Kriss Kelly before he passed out. They said he died from drug issues. You know, a lot of people in Hollywood have drug issues, man, especially when you're a kid actor. You look at a lot of kid actors, or some of the kid actors, and it seemed like they had some issues, you know, with some of this stuff. But I thought he was a better rapper of the two, but they both were really good rappers. Jermaine Dupri created them to be. He got them. He said basically, you can look this story up. He did it on T.I.'s Expeditions. He did it plenty of times. He said that he seen them in the mall, and everybody was surrounding. They was cool in the mall and real cool, and all the kids were surrounding them. He said he asked them, did they rap? And they said, no, we just kick it. And he actually, you know, got their permission from their parents and turned them into rappers. Had them running, had them studying rappers and all that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, eventually they developed their scheme, but it was some, you know, they was messed with. I just leave it like that. They was messed with his kids, and that allegedly that was put out there that, you know, Hollywood had got to them. You know, I just say Lee R. Kelly, okay? Hollywood had got to them, and ultimately, you know, he you know, basically said he had some issues with drugs. That's what, you know, I think that's was the cause of and also he had alopecia. People forget that he ended up developing alopecia too, and that's kind of where your hair fall out. Sometimes it go away, go and come. Sometimes it stays permanently where you bald. So, you know, he had alopecia too. So that too, but back to the topic of discussion, right? Hold on. So Dad said, you know, she had an entanglement with her in 93. So in 93, this brother's, he's 10 years older than me, around that. So you say So you say he was 15 years old in 93. Jada Pinkett. All right, remember she was kind of starting in low down dirty chain and shit then. Jada Pinkett in 93 was what? She was around 20. Well, she was around 22. Okay. She was around 22 years old. So that was around a 7-year difference between them. All right, but I'll let you hear for yourself. Hold on, let me play the audio. Hold on.
You know what I'm saying? We kicked it.
You were good friends with Kriss Kelly and Kross and Smith?
Yeah, Kross. Yeah, that's why little homies. That was our homies right there. You know what I'm saying? We kicked it with them all the time. Wow. That was the first dude I seen. You think Jada Pinkett was entangling? She was entangling with Kriss Kelly from Kriss Kross. Because Kriss Kross was in the room and he was like, Jada Pinkett is at the door, but don't leave. Take this weed. Chill. We like, damn, what gave us an ounce of weed? We're going to kick it right here. Then he came back in and said, get out with Jada Pinkett. I'm like, damn, that's Jada Pinkett at a young age.
Wow. Tell me about that.
1993, around that way.
Wow.
You know, yes, he was entangling me. Shout out to
Jada. For sure.
So you heard what he. Now you could take what he said for face value, or you could take what he said for lies, all right? But at 93, you know, what they say 94, 95, he was only 16, 17 years old. And 15, I don't know what the laws was, wherever state they was in. 15 usually ain't consensual, you know, and obviously that's before. I think that's before she got with Will, but I'm not surprised. That don't surprise me. You know what I'm saying? Like I said before, with stories about them being, you know, messed with in Hollywood, and people assume that when you say mess with, you assume that it's male contact on male contact, but no. You know, it was a huge rumor that actually happened, and maybe the rumor was pertaining to Jada Pinkett. She was what, 22 years old, messing with a 15-year-old. Out of all the man, and they usually, when you talk about these situations, it's usually like, I don't know if y'all experienced this in high school, but most of the girls in high school was messing with grown men, and they would skip school. You'll see them sliding out the side door to get in the car. You know, you ain't talking about 20-year-old. We went to school together. I just 2 years, a year behind. We talking about 25, 30-year-old, 35-year, 40-year-old men preying on women. All right, that's what we talking about. But that's the perception. That's the perception that only men do that, and that's not true. And that's not true. If you watch it, it's a 30 for 30 on what Carter lost. You can watch it on ESPN Plus or Fire Stick or whatever you believe in, right? Watch that documentary. It was about the team that beat Friday Night Lights. It kind of was a lie. They was in the semifinals, but they said when they won the national championship that they had grown women coming up to school, picking them up, buying them whatever they wanted to, and they was interacting with grown women. Now, what if that was reversed? It was a females basketball team in high school, and they said let's mess with grown men. They would open up an investigation, right? And they always talk. And what about the story that Danny Boy told about Mary J. Blige messing with him when he was 15 years old? But people gloss over that. Like I said before, when you talk about things of this nature, it doesn't matter. As a male, you just supposed to get over it. As a female, it's supposed to be traumatic. But we're not supposed to have any trauma. We're not supposed to have traumatic experiences like this. We supposed to just shut up and just deal with it. But when it's a female, it's all this misogyny brought in here, this, that, and the third. You respect our temples and stuff like that. But it goes two ways. It goes two ways. You know, you a 22-year-old woman messing with a 15-year-old kid. He barely in high school. If not, almost in high school, might still be in middle school. Come on. Out of all the grown men in 93, 5MC, Tone Low, all the men out here. Tupac. You know what I'm saying? Run DMC, EPMD, both of them. Out of all the grown men that's out there, you chose a 14-year-old boy. They've been weird. Her and people just think that a man can only have a negative effect on a woman, like with Bobby and Whitney. Like a man can only have a negative effect on a woman, right? Like I make it see, like people blame Bobby Brown for getting Whitney hooked, but nobody. The truth was Bobby Brown said Whitney got him hooked. Would it fall on Bobby Brown? You know, and they act like, you know, women like Gabrielle Union didn't project on Dwayne Wade's son and help him become what he became and he is right now. Come on, women can take down the men, and women can have an effect on men's belief too. Everything that they talk about, situations like this, and everything that we talk about, women can have the same effect as men. It's just that women just play a sympathy card. When it comes to us, we supposed to just get over our traumatic experience, shut up, and move on. You're talking about a 22-year-old woman messing with a freshman in high school, or maybe even a middle schooler, damn near. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. That's what you're talking about. But don't nobody we supposed to be quiet and suffer. You know, but you know it's all about a woman. You know, they had a meme saying, if you tell I forgot what the meme said. It was two of it. It was one of the memes that said that one of them said the women even asked about how your day going. It was another one where Tom put the gun, Tom from Damn Jerry, and it came out the hole. It said when you tell women your problems or tell your women your problems, they protect. It's true. You know, we have no. That's why men cheat, because we don't have a mental outlet. We don't have a mental health outlet. If you tell a woman something, she's gonna use it against you eventually. Most niggas cheat. One of the big reasons. A side chick can try to do anything to try to get you. She'll listen, she'll parent, but as soon as you transfer over her, she get comfortable and start doing what the last chick did. But like I said before, man, people don't blow these stories up. People don't blow these stories up. People don't blow the Maury J. Giles, Danny Boy. If it's in reverse, people be blowing it up like R. Kelly. People blowing that up. He wrong. I can't defend what he did. Even if he was enabled, or even if it was swept under the rug and he paid money, I can't condone that. All right. But when situations like this come up with the opposite sex, and when men are victimized here, nobody cares. Even if it traumatized a boy, a kid. Come on. Out of all the men in the world, you want a 15-year-old boy. Come on. And they weird like that, bro. They kids weird like that. And that's because Jada Will said, you know, Jada was brought up different. You know. But nobody gonna blow this up. Nobody gonna investigate this. But if it was reversed and Chris Kelly was 22 years old, he's messing with a 15-year-old girl and be blown out of proportion. Or all the stuff, you know, all the other celebrities and stuff done. But like I said before, charge it to the game, I guess. Charge it to the game, man. And to me, it's sad, man, because, you know, they said them dudes went through a lot on the road. That's what they said. They said them dudes went through a lot on the road, man. You know, they said they went through a lot. They said they went through a lot, man. And like I said before, that can contribute to, you know, early termination from this earth. So, hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think, man. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you think in the comment section. That's the best way to donate. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313, Venmo, CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate, share the video, subscribe to the channel, thumbs up. And, you know, want to make a financial donation? Appreciate our video today. All my information in the description. One time for the one time. Peace.